All right, man, peace. So, brothers, it's very obvious that even though the Lakers are only off to an 0-3 start, that the sand in the hourglass is starting to drain out on Luke Walton. It's just that he might not be fully cognizant of it yet, but I think that he is. I think that he knows that he's not going to last this season. But he's such a relaxed dude, he probably doesn't even care. It wouldn't shock me that when LeBron James finally starts to lash out at him, that he might say a little something back. So anyway, they're going to talk about it. I'm going to chime in.
I wasn't going to say anything because I was going to save my money, but...
You might as well save your money, man, because you ain't going to be the coach by the All-Star break. So save all your money.
I just can't anymore. It's 70-something points in the paint to 50-something. Again, they outshoot us from the free throw line. 38 free throws. I watch the play where I got a technical foul on. Watch what happened to LeBron James's arm. It's the same thing that James Harden and Chris Paul shot 30 free throws on us the night before. Then LeBron pulls up on a screen, somebody trying to fight over.
Well, you know why that's happening, Luke Walton? Because the referees like LeBron so much. So they say, you know, LeBron, we love you. So we're going to let you get fouled so that when we don't put you on the free throw line, you can complain about it after the game and use that as an excuse for why you lost, as opposed to just putting you on the free throw line and you bricking and looking bad. We don't want you to look bad. So we're going to let you get fouled so that you have an excuse for why you guys lost. How about that, Luke Walton?
Same thing they shot free throws on. Same thing. Just flopping just to see if they get a foul call. And then not reward players that are physically going to the basket and get.
Well, he definitely got fouled there. But every time somebody comes down on LeBron James's forearm like that, there's 3 times where LeBron James lowers his shoulder and barrels into somebody and finishes at the basket. There's 3 times where LeBron James stiff arms somebody as he travels to the basket. So everything evens out. I'm sure that within a month or so, the league will start giving him more calls.
Getting hit. It's not right.
Luke Walton vocal about the refs not giving LeBron and the Lakers calls in last night's OT loss to the Spurs. The Lake show still winless this season. Stephen A., how long should the leash be for Luke Walton?
The entire season.
Well, that's a strange answer, Stephen A. Smith, because we all know that Luke Walton's leash has a direct correlation with how happy LeBron James is with him. So the real question is, how long do you think LeBron James is going to be happy with Luke Walton? And the answer is, LeBron is going to be happy with Luke Walton until he gets tired of Luke Walton not fully implementing the LeBron James system and forcing the rest of his teammates to play in that system. That's the answer. So if Luke Walton takes too long to implement the LeBron James system, or at least longer than LeBron James thinks it should take, then LeBron James is going to become very unhappy with Luke Walton, and eventually Luke Walton will be removed. Now the real problem is that Jeannie Buss likes Luke Walton, but Luke Walton was not hired by Magic Johnson. So Magic has no problem getting rid of Luke Walton, believe me. Magic probably thinks that they're playing too fast as it is, because Magic is already on record as saying that he wants their team to be more grit and grind, because he and Rob Pelinka believe that that's how you defeat the Golden State Warriors. Either way, that's the answer to the question. Luke Walton, quote unquote, deserves to have as long a leash as LeBron James is going to allow him to have.
The entire season. I'm a fan of Luke Walton, but he's got to do the job. He's improved by 9 games this year. He's been on the job. Let's see what he does. He was not Magic Johnson and Rob Pelinka's hire. They inherited him. I think he's going to have the job for the rest of the season. Magic speaks very glowingly of him, and we know
for now.
Jeannie Buss loves him. But with LeBron there, the pressure is definitely amped up, and you're not going to waste years with LeBron in purple and gold. He'll have to produce this year.
Please, first of all, he was right to bring up the refs.
He was.
Even though
right.
This is the history of
He
LeBron, like Shaq, you're not going to get all the calls. You're just too big and strong, and it's not fair. But the coach got to stand up for him, pay the fine. That's the right thing to do. And he's not wrong. Look, I don't think the Lakers are a weak franchise like Cleveland. Respect to Jeannie Buss and Magic Johnson and Pelinka. Walton serves at the pleasure of LeBron James.
Thank you, sir. And that's all there is to it. Walton is there acting as a figurehead for LeBron James. And once again, LeBron James is going to give him a certain amount of time to get those young guys to understand how to play in the LeBron James system. Eventually, LeBron is going to tell Luke Walton we're playing too fast, number 1. Number 2, these young boys are not spotting up where I want them to spot up. And if you don't get that handled, I'm going to go talk to Magic.
As long as he's good with LeBron, he'll be there. When he stops being good with LeBron, he won't be. I mean, let's be honest about this. And by the way, once upon a time, it was the same thing with Magic Johnson in the Lakers. Yeah, and that's the right way to do it.
Magic and Pelinka have to get him another shooter.
Absolutely, and that's the bottom line of it. At the end of the day, it's all about Luke Walton's rapport with LeBron James, and with Magic Johnson, it was the same way with Paul Westhead and eventually with Pat Riley. When those guys got canned or when they quote-unquote left or what have you, it was because Magic Johnson realized that it was time for him to move on to somebody else. And that's all there is to it. So we'll see what happens with Mr. Luke Walton. Peace.